Hello and welcome, BitMonger family. Wakey bakey. Monger with you here today, and hope you guys are all doing well. And in today's video, I'm going to be looking at Bitcoin. I'm going to be looking at what's happening. We got some big things happening this week. And I'm also going to be looking at gold and Bitcoin and how things are shaping up. Honestly, I gotta say, it's not looking good. And as you guys know, looking at the Bitcoin price, it's currently trading under $87,000, and I got stopped out on my trades from yesterday. But that's just the name of the game. You got to play it. You got to manage your risk. So I hope you guys, if you're following that, you guys put in tight stop losses like I did, so you didn't get, so you didn't lose too much. It's very important that you manage risk. That's the number one rule when we are trading, is managing risk. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening with Bitcoin. So as I mentioned earlier, it's currently trading under 87K. It briefly dipped down to like almost 86K flat. It got damn close to that, and it bounced back up a little bit. But I'm not that optimistic, guys, unfortunately, looking at this, what's happening, in particular with news happening this week. And let's also take a look at this. This is Bitcoin versus gold. We can see it's absolutely getting decimated, guys. And what this tells me, if you aren't aware yet, because I still have chats with some friends of mine in a chat group about how they believe Bitcoin is digital gold. And clearly, looking at this chart, we can see that the public sentiment has voted no. It is not digital gold. In fact, it is seen as a risk-on asset, and that is exactly why it's going down, because there's massive uncertainty. That's why gold is ripping. We can see gold has broken $5,000 per ounce. Incredible. Go back, look at a video I made about 4 months ago. Gold was trading in the mid 3,000 range, I think it was. It's absolutely ripped. And meanwhile, Bitcoin is on a downtrend. It's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good at all. So here's a heat map. We'll take a quick look at this. We can see that all these people just got liquidated here, right? They got liquidated right here around 87.7. Another one happened here at 87 flat. Like myself, I was looking to long it right at around 87, and it dumped. And I got stopped out. Got stopped out at both these places. But they were, good bets to be making based on the chart. So, but they didn't bounce. It lost it, broke through it, and it's not looking good, guys. It's coming down. So, but there are there's no real liquidation spots down here for them to be hunting. But sentiment's in the shits, and there's some things that we need to be looking at. So we have economic data coming out this week, and it is important. It says Kuala Lumpur time here because that's just because I use a VPN. But anyways, on Monday we got durable goods coming out. This is a pretty important index gauge that they use. If this doesn't play out well, this could drop. We got consumer confidence, and which is also fairly something that people look at. It's like it says here, it's a medium impact. And then we got the U.S. Richmond Manufacturing Index and house price data, and the Schiller Regional National Housing Manufacturing Insights. It's a medium low impact. But then we have this one here. We have the FOMC interest rate decision coming out, and we'll have to see what's happening there. I think when we have these types of big decisions coming out, it causes the market to pause and oftentimes de-risk. And I think that's what we're seeing right now. It says here that there's nothing else coming out here. No blockbuster releases appear listed for Thursday. It doesn't say anything about Friday. I looked up at Friday though, and there is the PPI, which is a fairly impactful indicator to the producer price index that's coming out this Friday. So we have these events coming out this week, which are big, and honestly, I think we're going to see people de-risking. Let's take a look at this. So we can see right here, this is the S&P 500, and it is absolutely ripping. It's at 6,920. I think it briefly hit 7K. But guys, this has just been on a tear. Look, in the past year, it's up 15%. Now, we need to be honest with ourselves. Right now, Bitcoin and crypto is way more tied to the stocks than it is to gold. And unfortunately, we are cracking, practically all-time highs in the stocks. And if this decides to go down, which I think it will, I've been saying this for a while now, I do expect a contraction in Q1. And if this happens, our beloved Bitcoin and our shitcoins are going to absolutely dump horribly. So we need to be keeping a close eye on this. Honestly, I feel like, de-risking right now is probably not a bad choice if you haven't already done so. I believe that there's a chance that we could see a big dump coming in. And as much as I hate to say it, I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's not looking good. We also have the possibility of a government shutdown. Now, this I think is older based on my AI Grok research. It says that it's less than that. Here it's saying basically the 15 to 35% range. So instead of Polymarket giving it a 75% chance, this one's saying 15 to 35% chance. We'll have to see. But this is still more uncertainty in the market, which I believe is going to cause people to sell. And so it's something that we really need to be thinking about, guys, in terms of managing our bags. And so, yeah, that's what I got there. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at some of my trades that I made yesterday. It wasn't a complete waste. I did make some money yesterday. And I made one here. I made nearly 16% on GNOME. That one yesterday absolutely ripped. I caught it at a point to where it had gone up, and then I shorted it, and I made some money on that one, which was quite nice. And I also hit this one, MYX. It had a nice bump yesterday as well. It ran up. I saw a point. I shorted it, made roughly 15%. So, still made money, even though I got stopped out on those Bitcoin longs at those levels that I had noted before. So anyways, guys, that's what I see happening, guys. I think we really need to be watching this closely, but honestly, it's not looking good right now for Bitcoin. I don't see any kind of rainbows or unicorns right now on the horizon. I suspect the stock market, probably people are going to de-risk. I think that's going to cause Bitcoin to go down further. Oh, there's also something else I wanted to show you here, which isn't that wonderful either. And it was this. This is the ETF, Bitcoin ETFs. And we can see, it's been going out. People are taking money out of them. We had a brief bump on this day, but generally speaking, people are going risk off. this is not a good sign, guys. This makes me nervous. And I think the average ETF spot holder price is like around 84K. I think if it gets down near there and we see that one start to drop, I believe that they will sell. The ETF holders, I don't believe are highly convicted Bitcoin holders at all. And they'll sell it if they sense that they're about to go under. So we will see. But that's how I'm seeing it, guys, unfortunately. Now, remember, there's two sides to this. You can short the markets like I do all the time. And this is an area, if we see any kind of run up on Bitcoin, in the next, before the markets open, I think that, maybe I'll be looking to build a short position, because I do suspect this week is going to be not good for our assets. Perhaps it's going to be good for gold, though. But even at gold prices, they just broke $5,000. I would be slightly hesitant. I mean, if you want to long it, you can. If we get any sort of little dip on it, maybe you might want to be longing gold, but I would put a tight stop loss on that one as well. But I do see more potential upside for gold than I do for our stocks or our Bitcoin, unfortunately. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Monger on.